Hello everyone, welcome back to Heavenly Scents. We're back with another amazing fragrance. It's kind of hard for me to choose what I'm going to review next. There's so many things I would like to review, but I saw this bottle on my shelf just a few days ago and I knew that I had to review it. So this is The Queen and the Viper, a very, very new release. It was officially released in September 2025. And it's from a very, very, very artistic and one of my most beloved houses, Stéphane Humbert Lucas 777. So yes, I think this is a very appropriate review to do at this stage of this channel because I'm definitely in love with Stéphane Humbert Lucas, and Stéphane Humbert Lucas was really a big part of the start of my journey into niche perfumery. Actually, I want to mention this before we go into the fragrance of the day. So I was at a fragrance meetup that we have regularly in Vancouver. This is many, many years ago, and a very, very good friend and somebody who's very experienced with perfumes, and at that time, more experienced than I am, Luciana. Hi, Luciana. So she brought this bottle, and first of all, just, you can just see how beautiful these bottles are. They're definitely pure forms of art. So I was just mesmerized by the beauty of the bottle. I'd never seen something as beautiful as artistic for a perfume bottle. And this is Sole di Jeddah, very, very famous, one of the earlier creations from the house. And when I smelled this, I'll take a little sniff right now. Yeah, I was blown away. And each time I smell this, I'm blown away. This is a really good taste of very high-end, very niche, very artistic perfumery. When I smelled this, my first impression was I've never smelled something like this. I don't know what this is. This is literally, stretching my imaginations, stretching my sense of smell, which is what I love about good perfumery. It's something that can really expand you. So this is a chamomile-based fragrance. But it is so unique and it's so artistic. It has almost like a metallic touch to it. It's gorgeous, but it's so artistic. So this was my first, contact with Stéphane Humbert Lucas, and I've been a big fan since. And if you're familiar with the house at all, you'll know that this one, the blue turquoise bottle, has been very popular. It's been viral, and for really good reasons. I'm sure this may come up later in my channel for a full review. This is one of my most favorite scents. It's a tropical musky scent. But yes, today we really need to go to the green one. So Stéphane Humbert Lucas is a very artistic person. Apparently, he was a painter to start with and a poet. So he truly has the soul of an artist. And apparently he's a world traveler. He goes to different places and is very interested in the culture and symbolism and the deep spirituality and mysticism. So the shape of these bottles, with especially the cap, apparently is very much so inspired by his time in the Middle East. Just gorgeous, gorgeous detail. I hope you can see through this camera. And he has a couple of collections under his brand. So the first collection he was doing was called 77, Le Collection 77. And so this one, for example, was from that original collection. And apparently he loves the number 77. So do I. My channel name is 77. It's seen as a sign of good luck and blessings and spirituality and sacred geometry. So one day I hope to meet him and talk about 77 because I think there's a resonance there. So he has the La Collection 77. And then after that, he came up with a brand new collection of fragrances called the La Collection Serpent. So they are based on the theme of the serpent, and you can always see the eyes, the glittering eyes. And there's been a number of colors of these. So God of Fire was one of them. And the very latest one is a green bottle. I mean, first of all, it's so beautiful. The green and the gold is absolutely stunning. And the name, The Queen and the Viper, it's always, so he's really into the stories and culture. So there's so much deep meaning. So apparently there's a lot of Egyptian references and a reference to Cleopatra, the queen, and the snake. So the snake is an incredible symbol all around the world. It can symbolize transformation and mysticism. So there's a lot of power behind the story of descent. So I was super excited when I heard about this, and I really wanted to try it. And I was so excited, and already it was getting really good ratings. So on Fragrantica, I see 4.46 right now out of 5, which is a very, very, very high rating. And this is going to be very popular. It's already starting to be popular, but again, my guess is it's going to be very popular. I don't know if it's going to be as viral as the God of Fire, but it's really hitting to that level of power. Maybe this is a little bit more mass pleasing, so maybe God of Fire will be a little bit ahead, but this is an incredible fragrance. So what is so unique about this? So first of all, look at let me show you the box as well. They're also gorgeous. So the snake collection comes in these boxes, and again, you can see the color and the glitter is there with the eye. I don't know if you can see it. It's just so beautiful. Amazing, amazing expression of his art, which I really appreciate in fine perfumery. So yes, so the green of the bottle is important because this has a green opening. It actually has spearmint as a top note, and it has mint as a mid note, which is lovely, which is fantastic. But this is a very surprising and unique fragrance. A lot of the reviews that I've looked at so far, everybody says they were so surprised that this is very complex and it has many multi-layers, that this is a fragrance that has a lot of contradictions combined in an incredible way. So even though it opens up in this, it has citrus, bergamot, spearmint, and blackcurrant and incense as top notes, so technically a more green, fresh start. But then, to my nose, actually, we should spray this. Oh yeah. So I've been wearing this for the last couple of days just to get a good sense of it before I give you guys a review. But I want to refresh it right now with you guys. Oh yes. The mint is there, and it's very nice. But there is so much more. There's so much layers. So Stéphane Humbert Lucas has this complicated, incredibly layered perfumery, which is his artistry, really. So spearmint, but it's not a light, super fresh mint. There's already like very rich and darker notes right at the first spray. There's a lovely sweetness. At first, it almost maybe smells like a mint candy or something like that. It's minty, but it's sweet at the same time. So I'm guessing the blackcurrant will give the lovely sweetness. So this is all good, but to me, the most exciting and the most delicious part of this fragrance is the base notes, and I can start to smell them very quickly. So to me, what really had captured me when I first looked at the note breakdown is dates and tobacco, resins, birch, saffron, and labdanum. So I absolutely love dates, and I think dates work so delicious in perfumery. So you get this very rich, delicious texture in the scent, and I believe that's coming from the dates. And it stays throughout the whole wear. It doesn't go away. It has this very beautiful, again, I get the date in the dry down as well. And it's absolutely delicious. And I'm a big lover of tobacco in perfumery. I don't necessarily condone smoking it, but I love the smell of tobacco of all forms. And this looks like it's a pipe tobacco, if Fragrantica is right. So the combination of that mint, some sweetness, and then dates, and then tobacco, and the resins, and the saffron, and the labdanum, this is a very deep, rich, delicious scent. It's so unique. I mean, it may kind of remind you of things, but I bet you couldn't put a name to it. it's very unique because I mean there are some aspects of it that you can say, oh, I get that part of it, but it's not just one part. It's like an orchestra of many things happening at once. So in some ways it's familiar to the nose, but at the same time it makes you think like, how is this all possible that it's happening all at once? But the result is very delicious, it's very striking, and I think it's very easy to like, and I think that's why it's going to be very popular. So a couple of my friends that have tried this, like it was instant. They said, wow, we love this. So people give a very quick response to it. I think just 2 nights ago, I was having a dinner with a friend. I'm not sure if she would like to be called by name, but a very good friend. And I said, hey, do you want to check out my fragrance of the day? I've been sharing my hobby a little bit with her. And she says, yes. Then I said, would you like a little bit on your hand? And she says, yes. We sprayed a little bit on her hand and she says, whoa. She says, I love this. And she'd never given that reaction to any other fragrance that she smelled with me. Then I said, well, would you like to spray it a little bit on you? So she sprayed one spray and then she sprayed another spray, maybe about half an hour later, and she absolutely loved it. So yes, so this is perfectly unisex. And this is very, very, very delicious. Yes, I'm very curious how this is going to start to ripple out through the fragrance community. But yes, I give my full approval. I do have quite a few bottles from this house because it never disappoints. So let me show you a couple of my favorites. So as I already shown you, Soleil de Jedi was my first love. It's so unique. It's, if you want to have a good introduction to what a niche perfume smells like, this would be a good start because it's so interesting and it's so unique. And I already showed you the God of Fire. So the other one that I wanted to show you for today is one of my most favorite bottles from the house again. I hope you can see this. Wish come true. It is so beautiful. And again, it's so artistic and magical. Apparently this was directly inspired by Avalon and the magic of Avalon. And it's one of the most beautiful, comforting, magical scents. So I'm gonna have to do a review. I was smelling it today. So yes, so let me know if you like this house, Stéphane Humbert Lucas. Let me know if there's anything you would like me to review from this house specifically. And let me know if you've tried this. Okay, thank you so much. Please remember to subscribe and put a like and put the notification on. Really helps with the channel. We're just starting this channel, and if you would be kind enough to share it with your loved ones, I would really appreciate that. And yes, please also join me on my Instagram, Heavenly Sands 777, and we will be with you soon. Take care.